What's up, guys? Welcome to Travel Dogs. Today we're going to be modifying our RV internet system, making it a little more robust with the WeBoost DriveX RV. We're going to be mounting the WeBoost DriveX RV to the existing WineGuard antenna system and snaking the cord through to overhead the cab and mounting the actual cellular booster there. All right, let's get started.
We're going away. Get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made. Lock your door, need no more. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on, I cannot go wrong.
Can you hear again?
Adam, I'm filming you.
So I went ahead and cranked up the antenna first just so that I have better access from the top and the bottom. But basically there's just two pins here that we need to remove the coverings on, and they should just pull right out. They're not twist on or anything like that. So we'll see if that actually works the way that I hope it does. Antenna is off. So the WeBoost antenna mounts with an L bracket, so we need to try and match up the L bracket's holes exactly to these ones. We're going to do that by probably drilling holes through the L bracket. So let's go and see what we have. So since I don't have a drill press to be drilling through this metal today, I'm going to be using a titanium drill bit, which is rated for metal. I'm going to start by drilling a hole through this piece of wood, and it'll act as my guide. That way, when I hit the metal, I just don't start spinning all around, and it'll keep me nice and steady as I go through there. So we're gonna go ahead and drill this hole first. Okay, so now that we have our guide drilled, I'm going to make an indentation where I want the hole on the metal to be. That way when I'm drilling through, it has something to grab onto as compared to just slick metal. As you can see, I already made a mark here where our hole is gonna be. So we've got our guide clamped down, we're ready to drill. It's important to lubricate the metal because it causes a lot of friction and will start to actually smoke. And you don't want that to happen because it could start to ruin your drill bits and other things like that.
This part took quite a bit of time, so if you have access to a drill press, I would highly recommend it. But hey, the titanium bit can still get the job done, with a little patience and pressure.
Cool, well we got our hole drilled. It wasn't the cleanest option, but I think it looks pretty good. So if you're like us and you full-time and don't have access to a drill press, this isn't the most efficient method of doing it, but it's more helpful with the tools that you're able to bring with you on the road. Overall, it's not the cleanest cut in the world, but it gives us the hole exactly where we need it to be. And now we should be able to mount that bracket to where the antenna was. So all we've done since we drilled our hole is we strung the antenna through the bracket, we attached the washer and the bolt, and now we're ready to mount our antenna.
So the original pins were too loose to hold on the new antenna with the metal bracket, so we went ahead and switched those out with bolts and wing nuts.
So all I've done is I've threaded the antenna cord through the bracket and attached the washer and the nut. Once those were securely fashioned, I put the two bolts through our freshly cut holes and tightened wing nuts on the other side. Now it's completely tight on there, shouldn't be going anywhere while we drive down the road.
Before moving on to the next step, we wanted to test out moving the antenna up and down to make sure we were happy with its current setup.
All right, so now that our antenna is firmly mounted, we're going to attach the cable to the antenna so that it doesn't pull through, and tape it snugly to the existing cord so that we can use that path to pull it inside into the RV. So now we're in the cockpit of the RV, and we've located the cable that we need to pull through, luckily, because it is labeled from antenna. So that's nice of the previous owners to have done that, or maybe that was the RV company. I kind of doubt that. But so basically we just have to, now that it's taped, we just need to pull it on through.
So while this was a great idea in theory, the old cable that we taped our new WeBoost cable to had a connection point in the RV roof insulation. We couldn't tell what was catching the cable up, so we tried removing the antenna mount, hoping it would help us figure out where the cable was catching. But basically when we tried to pull it through, the cable connection point broke and that pathway was lost. Unfortunately, Using fish wire was unsuccessful, among other things we attempted, so we gave up on this plan and decided to go with another option. Some people have had success stringing their cables through like we had originally planned, but every RV is a bit different, and this is what we ended up doing, which honestly worked out just fine too. This setup involves drilling a hole in the side of the RV with a drill bit and additional setup materials that WeBoost provides. Just make sure you aren't drilling through anything important on the other side of your rig or in your walls.
Alright, so as you can see, this is where our outside access point comes into, and then we wire it along. We had to take off this speaker panel to get it into the wiring harness, and then we followed it along the cab storage here, and then it came right in the back. So this cabinet is where we plan to mount the WeBoost. To attach the cable hole cover, I just put some liquid nails around where the grommet would be going, and then screwed the 3 screws into the fiberglass, and as it screwed in, it took the liquid nails in it, so it's even more secure and more sealed. And then on the inside, we have some caulking so that no water leaks through.
These screws are really small, so make sure you have a small screwdriver you'd use on glasses.
All right, now that I have the outside antenna hole cover on, I'm going to clean off the outside of the RV fiberglass with some alcohol, and then I'm going to put on the cord guides to make sure the cord stays firmly in place. So we're all attached, it's all mounted and good to go. We installed the cable cover down so that water could not seep into it from the sky, obviously, and we have it underneath this railing that the awning used to be attached to. If you do decide to go with this method, installing it with the loop like this is important, because if the rain does come down from the side and start dripping down it, it works its way off in this direction instead of working its way into the hole in the side of your RV. So we went ahead and installed the mounting bracket for the WeBoost above the driver's cab here. This is the plug for the inside antenna. It's on a removable bracket that is mounted to the wall so we can take the WeBoost off as desired.
We decided to use AC power since we have an outlet in this compartment, but the WeBoost is set up to wire into your 12-volt system if desired.
All right, so now that everything's installed, I'm gonna go ahead and attach the inside antenna, and then we're gonna go and test it over on the dinette over here. So this is about the spot where we want to mount it at. We're gonna have to buy another RG58 cable to extend further, but this is about the spot, so now we're gonna test and see if the signal's working the way we want it to.
To run an internet speed test, go to Google and type internet speed test in the search bar. Click the button that says Run Speed Test and wait. It doesn't take very long, and it will test both your download and upload speeds. Do this once with the WeBoost off, and once with it running to see the improvement. Keep in mind, its effects will vary depending on your location.
Alright guys, well this has been the install of the WeBoost DriveX RV. Go ahead and if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, click that bell for notifications for when we post in the future. I appreciate you watching all the way through to this video, and make sure to tune into Travel Dogs for more videos just like it.